Crypto is a brutal player versus player game, especially meme coin trading, especially when you're looking out for the next opportunity, you might get slaughtered. In this video, I will share an all too common mistake. I will share how to spot market manipulation, how to spot that a rally is not naturally driven by a lot of investors. So this is how it normally goes. We go on a website like dexscreener.com and we select the blockchain that we are most interested in, let's say Solana, and then we look at the ranking. We might look at the ranking based on trading volume or based on the number of wallets that are trading it. And in our example, we see a token that hasn't been that popular. And when we look at this ranking, we very often stumble upon tokens that we've never heard before. For example, this one here, the Billy token. More than 12,000 traders in the last 6 hours. The second most traded token in terms of trading volume, more than 60,000 transactions. And the price chart looks very interesting as well, right? This is a token that just launched 2 days ago. So maybe that's the hidden gem that not a lot of people are yet aware of. Maybe it makes sense to buy this. Maybe this will be listed on a centralized exchange. But let's dive a bit deeper. I always like to look at the transactions. So what we can do here on DEX Screener is we can expand the transaction tab. And one thing that stands out over here is, first of all, there are quite a lot of transactions with very small amounts. So this seems to be not very legit, right? Who would be processing a transaction that's worth less than 1 cent? What we also notice is when we look here at the maker, as in the trading wallet, there aren't a lot of wallets with a star sign over here. A lot of the wallets that are trading have already traded before. When there's a star sign, this means that this is a wallet that has never traded before. When there's no star sign, then there is a trading history. And so let's just filter by one of those wallets randomly. Let's take a wallet that has already traded this before. Let's filter over here and check the history. And what do we see? We see a lot of transactions. Not just a few, but a lot of transactions. It goes on and off pretty much every hour. Let's clear this. Let's look at another wallet, maybe this whale wallet over here. Filter by that. Again, a lot of very small buying transactions. So something seems to be odd here, right? There are so many transactions. They all seem to be automated. They don't seem to be natural. On average, every wallet made around 6 transactions in the last 24 hours, right? I'm now dividing the 61,000 by the 12,000. And many of those transactions have very small amounts. And so why would anybody do this? Why would anybody create so many transactions, create the gas fees as well, potentially creating also fees, right? Whenever you trade something on a decentralized exchange, you have to pay 0.2 to 0.4% fees. Why would anybody go through this? The answer is to get your attention. This is how we just found this Billy token in the first place, right? We looked at the number of transactions, we looked at the trading volume, etc. And because we looked at this, and because we filtered by the trading volume or by the number of wallets, because there is so much activity, that's why we find the token in the first place. And this is just one approach to find this token, right? There's probably a lot of other websites that are sorting by the activity or by the activity growth, etc. It will list this token as a trending token. And this is then how the creators of this token get some real money in as well. Let's have a look at a new buyer that might be legit. Maybe this one, right? $70, buying 0.5 Solana. This seems to be a sucker that bought into this. Let's have another look. Here's another round number of SOL tokens, 0.38, $50 roughly, a new buyer. Those are the organic buys, but a lot of that trading volume is not organic, unfortunately. It's all bots creating wash trading, which is illegal in the stock market, which is also technically illegal in the crypto market, but nobody really enforces this, and so that's why we see it. There's never a token without any automated trading. But when we see the majority of trades just been done by those random accounts that make so many transactions regularly for potentially small amounts, then very, very often you want to be rather careful with trading. In case you're not yet aware, why do I say that meme coin trading is so much player versus player now? It's because there's no more money flowing into crypto for several weeks now. Check this out. This is the market cap of DAI, USDC, USDT, BUSD, and Frax. If you look at the market cap of all of those stablecoins, this is not growing since the middle of April. So for the last 2 months, we haven't seen new fiat currency in aggregate being deposited to centralized exchanges. The outflows and inflows had been equal. The market is not expanding. And so it's not existing players versus new fresh capital where we can make money from. This is now existing player versus existing player. And if you're not part of the top 5 to 10%, then probably you're going to lose money. And if this was your first time hearing about this kind of manipulation and you're actually not doing on-chain analytics, looking at those transactions, then probably you're not part of the top 5%. Now, if ordering by activity with on-chain data is not a good approach to find the next token. Now, what can we do when the on-chain statistics aren't really helping us to find the next big thing? I personally like to track wallets. I try to find wallets of other YouTube influencers. I try to find wallets of other Twitter influencers. I try to look at top traders, track those wallets, and then see what are they buying. When people that used to have success in the past do a trade, then I want to at least consider that asset. I don't have to necessarily buy it, but at least it shrinks down the potential options, right? That we don't fall for something highly manipulated. And so here's what I do. This is the Telegram channel for the premium members. It's down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. When you sign up, you get access to this channel. There's several signals every single day. For example, here, the Based AI team bought the GME token for $7,000 just a few hours ago at a price of 4.20. Currently, the price is at 4.2002. It went slightly up. The team pretty much picked the perfect bottom. So let's see where this is going. Let's have a look at the trading history. There's not that many transactions, right? It's not several transactions per minute. And we also don't have any transactions in just a few cents. By the way, Ethereum tends to be safer in that regard because you have the Ethereum gas fees and it's very expensive to artificially inflate the numbers with wash trading on Ethereum simply because you have to pay all of those gas fees with every single transaction. If your crypto portfolio is at least $5,000 then premium might make sense to you. If you don't have yet those $5,000, then feel free to also join our free Telegram. There's a link down below as well for the free Telegram. Then feel free to join over there. If you've learned something, feel free to also subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you next time.